Every single day, millions of seniors wake up and unknowingly poison their bodies with fruit. Yes. Fruit. The very thing you've been told your whole life was good for you, packed with vitamins, natural sugars, and fiber, could actually be slowly damaging your heart, clouding your brain, and accelerating your aging from the inside out. If you're over 60 and eating the wrong fruits, even just a few times a week, you may be increasing your risk of heart disease, memory loss, and chronic fatigue without even realizing it. You think you're doing the right thing. You slice up some banana for breakfast, maybe sip on orange juice to start your day. It feels healthy, doesn't it? But let me ask you something, have you been feeling more tired lately? A little more forgetful? Is your mind not quite as sharp as it used to be? You might chalk it up to aging. But here's the truth nobody told you, it's not just age. It could be your fruit. Certain fruits, especially the ones most commonly found in senior diets, are packed with hidden sugars and compounds that spike inflammation, damage blood vessels, and quietly chip away at your brain health. And the worst part? Most doctors won't even warn you about this. Because they were never trained to see the difference between fruit that helps, and fruit that harms. You've been lied to. Or worse, kept in the dark. And now, your heart and brain are paying the price. But here's the good news, not all fruits are the enemy. There are powerful, protective fruits, natural, delicious options that don't just avoid the damage, they actively reverse it. They fight off memory decline, stabilize blood pressure, and give you back the energy and sharpness you thought was gone forever. Some seniors are already using these better alternatives, and they're thriving. Clearer minds. Stronger hearts. More energy in their 70s and 80s than they had in their 40s. You deserve to know what they know. Because this information, it's not in the food pyramid. It's not in your average doctor's visit. But it is in this video. Stay with me, because I'm about to reveal the 4 fruits you must avoid, and the 4 life-changing ones to eat instead. Your heart, your brain, your future, they all depend on this. Let's start with the first fruit you should seriously reconsider, one that's in almost every senior home, sitting in bowls, tossed into salads, and even frozen into smoothies: grapes. Now I know what you're thinking, but grapes are natural, they're light, they're easy to chew. And yes, they taste good. But here's the hard truth, grapes, especially the seedless kind, are one of the worst fruits you can eat for heart and brain health as you age. Why? Because they're little sugar bombs wrapped in a thin skin and barely any fiber. Let me break that down for you. When you eat grapes, your body absorbs their sugar incredibly fast. There's not enough fiber to slow it down. That sudden sugar rush causes your blood glucose to spike, and when that happens often, your insulin goes haywire, inflammation sets in, and your arteries pay the price. According to the American Heart Association, high glycemic fruits, like grapes, are linked to an increased risk of heart disease, especially in adults over 60. Why? Because your metabolism has changed. Your body processes sugar differently now. What once gave you quick energy now leaves you crashing, and over time, it quietly damages the very systems that keep you alive. But that's not all. These same sugar spikes have also been tied to cognitive decline. That's right, memory problems, brain fog, even early dementia have been linked to diets that consistently elevate blood sugar. And grapes? They do it almost instantly. Now here's something most people don't know. When you choose seedless grapes, you're missing out on the one thing that made grapes valuable in the first place: the seeds. Grape seeds are where the antioxidants and polyphenol are. That's the good stuff, the part that supports your blood vessels and fights oxidative stress. But seedless varieties? They've been bred for convenience, not nutrition. All sugar. Almost no benefit. So what should you eat instead? Swap grapes for berries. Specifically, blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. These are among the most powerful brain-boosting fruits on the planet. Blueberries, for example, are loaded with anthocyanins, potent plant compounds that have been shown to reduce inflammation, support blood flow to the brain, and even improve memory in older adults. That's not hype. That's based on peer-reviewed research published in journals like Nutrients and the Journal of Gerontology. Unlike grapes, berries are low in sugar and high in fiber. That means they give you steady, long-lasting energy without the crashes. They support your heart, nourish your brain, and help keep your weight in check, all without the blood sugar roller coaster. Even a small handful of blueberries a few times a week has been linked to slower cognitive aging. And they taste amazing. Add them to oatmeal. Toss them into plain yogurt. Or just eat them as they are. The bottom line: grapes, especially the seedless kind, are a trap. They look innocent. They taste sweet. But beneath that sweetness is a danger that builds quietly over time. Don't let that be part of your daily routine anymore. Choose fruits that serve your future, not sabotage it. And berries are one of the smartest choices you can make. Now let's talk about another fruit that's likely sitting right on your kitchen counter: bananas. They're soft, convenient, and let's be honest, they taste good. Especially when they're ripe and sweet. That's why so many seniors grab one for breakfast or as a snack. Seems harmless, right? But here's the truth almost no one is talking about: bananas, especially the overripe ones, are loaded with fast-acting sugars and offer very little in the way of real nutrition once your body starts aging. I know, they've got potassium, right? That's what everyone says. Bananas are great for potassium. Sure, they have potassium. But here's the part most people don't realize: bananas aren't even close to the best source of potassium. And when you factor in how much sugar you're taking in with each bite, the trade-off becomes dangerous. Let me put this into perspective. One overripe banana can have as much as 17 grams of sugar. That's almost 5 teaspoons, and that sugar goes straight into your bloodstream. No buffering. No fiber cushion. Just a quick spike that hits your insulin like a hammer. Now if you were 20 years old, maybe your body could handle that. But after 60, your insulin sensitivity drops. Your metabolism slows. Your cells don't absorb glucose the way they used to. That constant sugar rush can lead to insulin resistance, a key driver behind belly fat, heart strain, and cognitive decline. And that potassium everyone talks about? You'd be better off eating leafy greens, lentils, or, here's the best swap, avocados. Avocados are a powerhouse for seniors. They're rich in potassium, more than bananas in fact, and they come with healthy fats that feed your brain, lower your bad cholesterol, and protect your heart. 1/2 of an avocado delivers nearly 15% of your daily potassium needs, without the sugar. That means you're supporting your blood pressure, reducing your stroke risk, and stabilizing your mood, all in one creamy, delicious package. And those healthy monounsaturated fats in avocados? They're essential for maintaining the protective layer around your brain cells. That's the myelin sheath, and once that breaks down, things like memory loss, confusion, and depression start to show up. Unlike bananas, avocados slow aging. They support focus. They improve cholesterol. And they keep your energy stable. You won't get that jittery sugar buzz followed by a crash an hour later. Now I'm not saying bananas are evil. But for seniors who are trying to protect their hearts and minds, they're just not worth the risk. Especially not when there are better, more protective options out there. So if you're reaching for that ripe banana every morning thinking it's a healthy habit, I challenge you to try half an avocado instead. Add a pinch of sea salt, a squeeze of lemon, even spread it on whole grain toast. Your brain will thank you. Your heart will thank you. And in just a few weeks, you might notice something else: steadier energy. Fewer dips. Sharper thinking. And a quieter, calmer body. This is what smarter aging looks like. It's not about giving things up. It's about choosing what helps you thrive. Next up, pineapple. Now this one might surprise you. Pineapple is tropical. It's juicy. It tastes like sunshine. You slice it up on a summer day, and it feels like a treat, even healthy. Maybe you've heard it helps with digestion, that it's rich in enzymes, or that it's packed with vitamin C. And while there's some truth in all of that, here's the deeper reality. For seniors, especially those over 60, pineapple can quietly wreak havoc on your gut, your mouth, and even your blood sugar levels, all under the disguise of being a healthy fruit. Let's talk about why. First, sugar. Pineapple is one of the highest sugar fruits on the market. A single cup can contain over 16 grams of sugar. That's nearly identical to a slice of cake, and the effect on your body isn't all that different. It delivers a fast, sharp spike in glucose, which for seniors with slowing metabolism and less insulin sensitivity, puts strain on your pancreas and leads to inflammatory responses in the body. Over time, these spikes contribute to insulin resistance, and that's a dangerous road toward heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and cognitive decline. Second, acidity. Pineapple is one of the most acidic fruits out there. That acidity might not seem like a big deal, but if you're dealing with heartburn, acid reflux, or sensitive teeth and gums, pineapple only makes it worse. The acid can erode tooth enamel, inflame the lining of the esophagus, and upset an already delicate gut. Now, you might have heard about bromelain, the enzyme in pineapple that helps break down protein. And yes, in controlled, concentrated amounts, bromelain can have some anti-inflammatory effects. But here's the problem. The quantity in fresh pineapple isn't enough to make a big difference, and the sugar and acid you're getting with it cancel out the benefits. So the next time you're offered a bowl of sweet, tangy pineapple chunks, think twice. Because it's not just about the taste, it's about what happens after. But here's the better choice, one that actually supports your heart, your brain, and your gut health without the sugar crash or acidic burn: apples. And yes, I mean the whole apple, skin and all. Now apples might not be flashy or exotic, but they're one of the most underrated fruits for senior health. Why? Because they're rich in soluble fiber, especially pectin, which helps lower LDL cholesterol and feeds the good bacteria in your gut. That means better digestion, less inflammation, and a stronger immune system. Apples also contain polyphenol, natural plant compounds that protect your blood vessels, reduce oxidative stress, and have even been linked to lower stroke risk in adults over 65. And here's something you won't hear in a TV ad: when you eat an apple with the skin on, you're getting more antioxidants per bite than most high-sugar tropical fruits. Plus, their moderate natural sugar content doesn't spike your blood sugar the way pineapple does, especially when paired with healthy fat or protein. Try slicing an apple and spreading a little almond butter on it. Or just enjoy one after a meal to help balance digestion and stabilize energy. Simple, satisfying, and deeply nourishing, the kind of food that helps you age forward, not backward. So while pineapple may look and taste like a sweet escape, it often leaves your body inflamed, your mouth sore, and your system overwhelmed. It's time to stop confusing sweet with safe. Choose foods that support your aging body, not ones that secretly sabotage it. And in the battle between pineapple and apples, the quiet, crisp crunch of an apple wins every single time. Alright, let's talk about the final one on today's list. It's not even a whole fruit. It's what's left of fruit after it's been stripped, squeezed, and bottled. I'm talking about fruit juice, and especially orange juice. Now I know, some of you grew up thinking orange juice was the gold standard of health. A glass in the morning, full of vitamin C, right? You were told it helps with immunity, keeps colds away, maybe even gives you energy. And sure, when you were younger, maybe it didn't hit your body quite the same way. But here's the truth that no one really tells you: by the time that fruit becomes juice, it's not the same food anymore. It's been processed. Filtered. The fiber's gone. The pulp? Removed or reduced. What's left behind is mostly liquid sugar, and it hits your bloodstream faster than cake. One small glass of orange juice, just 8 ounces, contains more sugar than 2 whole oranges. And yet, it doesn't fill you up. It doesn't slow digestion. It doesn't protect your heart. In fact, for seniors, it does the opposite. Because without fiber, that concentrated fructose hits your liver like a freight train. And when it happens regularly, day after day, week after week, your body starts storing that sugar as fat. Not just on the outside, but around your organs. That's called visceral fat. The dangerous kind. The kind linked to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and Alzheimer's. And here's what's worse, many seniors think that because it says, no added sugar or 100% juice on the label, it must be okay. But concentrated natural sugar is still sugar. Your body doesn't care if it came from a factory or a fruit. The damage is the same. Think about this. Would you sit down and eat 4 oranges in one sitting? Probably not. But drinking them in a single glass takes less than a minute, and leaves your body flooded with fructose, no fiber, and nothing to slow the crash that comes after. It's no wonder so many seniors feel that mid-morning dip, the fatigue, the fog, the need to snack again just to feel stable. Fruit juice is a major contributor, and most don't even realize it. Now here's the better path. Instead of juice, go back to the whole fruit. Specifically, citrus fruits like grapefruit, oranges, or lemons, eaten the way nature intended. Whole fruits deliver their sugar wrapped in fiber, which slows absorption and supports your gut. Grapefruit, in particular, has compounds that help regulate blood pressure and support weight control. And lemon water? That's one of the simplest upgrades you can make. It hydrates, it supports your liver, and it gives you that vitamin C without the sugar spike. Start your day with a glass of warm lemon water instead of orange juice. Or slice up a grapefruit and eat it alongside some healthy fat, like a handful of walnuts or a boiled egg. You'll feel the difference, steadier energy, fewer cravings, and a calmer digestive system. Remember this, fruit juice is not a fruit. It's a sugar concentrate. It's marketed as healthy, but for aging bodies, it's more harm than help. So take back control. Don't let the label fool you. Don't let old habits steal your vitality. Choose foods that work with your body, not against it. Because what you put in your glass can shape your heart health, your memory, and your energy, more than you've ever been told. So, if you're serious about protecting your heart, and keeping that sharp mind of yours as you age, it starts with something deceptively simple, your fruit bowl. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need to swear off sweets forever. But what you do need is to be aware of the quiet choices that build or break your health over time. We've talked about grapes, sneaky little sugar bombs that spike your blood sugar without giving your body the fiber or nutrients it needs. We've looked at bananas, especially those overripe ones, that may seem harmless but can drain your energy and strain your heart if you're not careful. We exposed pineapple, acidic, sugary, and marketed as healing when it can actually stir up inflammation and gut trouble in older adults. And we tackled fruit juice, especially orange juice, that's long been glorified but is really just liquid sugar in disguise. Each one of these fruits, as innocent as they look, can chip away at your energy, your circulation, your memory, if they're part of your daily routine. And most people don't see it coming. But here's the part I want you to hear loud and clear, there's power in small swaps. You don't need to eliminate everything you love. You just need to be smarter about what you reach for. This week, just try one change. Swap out the juice for lemon water in the morning. Choose a crisp apple instead of pineapple chunks. Grab an avocado instead of that banana. Pick up some antioxidant-rich berries or a handful of nuts in place of grapes. It's not about restriction. It's about restoration. Rebuilding your strength from the inside out, one bite at a time. Your heart, your brain, your independence, they're worth protecting. And the beauty is, your body still knows how to heal, how to thrive. Even now. Especially now. But it starts with your choices. With knowing what no one ever taught you. With taking back the steering wheel, and deciding that your second half of life can be your strongest. Let me ask you something real, which one of these fruits caught you off guard today? Was it the grapes you snack on while watching TV? The orange juice you've been sipping every morning for decades? Or maybe it was the pineapple, something you always thought was a smart choice. It's okay to feel surprised. Or even a little frustrated. You've spent a lifetime being told what's healthy, only to find out now that some of it wasn't helping you at all. That's not your fault. The truth is, most people, even doctors, don't have the time to explain this level of detail. They stick to general advice. But your body isn't general. It's unique. It's aging. And it deserves a smarter kind of care. You're not here for fads. You're not here for magic pills. You're here because you want to feel clearer. Stronger. More steady on your feet. More alive in your mind. You want to remember names, walk upstairs without that ache in your knees, have energy that lasts past noon. And that's what we're here for too. So tell me, are you already eating any of the better alternatives we mentioned today? Maybe apples with the skin, creamy avocados, or that refreshing glass of lemon water first thing in the morning? Drop a comment below and share with us, not just what you're changing, but where you're tuning in from. We've got a growing community of vibrant, powerful seniors all over the world, and your voice is a part of that. You never know who you might inspire with your story. And listen, if this episode opened your eyes, or made you rethink even one small part of your daily routine, then hit that subscribe button. Right now. Don't wait. Because here on Thriving Age Tip, this is what we do. We bring you honest, science-backed, practical health advice made specifically for you, not for the 20-year-olds. Not for the gym rats. But for those of us who know that aging isn't the end of vitality, it's the beginning of a new chapter. One where you feel in control again. So stick with us. There's more coming, tips for sharper memory, better sleep, stronger muscles, and simple daily habits that could change everything. You've got more life to live. Let's make sure it's the best, clearest, strongest part yet. I'm glad you're here. We'll see you in the next one.